Hello everyone, this is MJ and you are at my channel called Reading This Life. My channel is where we talk fiction, friends, and fun. This week, let's catch up on my recent reads. And remember, before we get started, throw me a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. So I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's been a minute since we did a recent reads. I'll be honest, when I was on vacation, I really didn't read much because we were walking and doing things and just, not a lot of downtime. When we went back to the room, we went to sleep. But I did read on the plane. So I got one book done technically while I was on vacation. And then the rest I've just crammed in since the last 2 weeks. So let's go through what I read. First, the book that I read while we were traveling was Whalefall by Daniel Kraus. I will put a full review card here. I did a full review on that while I was away, and that book is fantastic. It comes out later this summer. The cover is amazing. Okay, so here's the cover for Whalefall. But I'm going to put the color here because the color is really striking. Like, whoever designed it is just like perfect. This was completely, utterly something different, something that I've never truly read before. We have our protagonist who he has a not toxic, but an abrasive relationship with his father. Father passes away. He needs to do something for his father. They are a scuba diving family. He has to scuba dive to do this. And while he's doing this, here comes a whale. And guess what? He gets engulfed by the whale. And the book from then on talks about what he has to do to survive this experience. Every single chapter, the PSI, the oxygen level in his tanks keeps going down. So Daniel Kraus has a wonderful way of building tension and suspense and a little bit of thrill. And it's super descriptive. You feel like you are right there in the whale with him. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. I gave it 5 stars. And that comes out later this summer. Then, what did I finish? I have my Goodreads up here. I'm going to say Debbie Harry. I started this before I went on vacation. This is Debbie Harry's autobiography / memoir called Face It. And it is good. It is good. My best friend got me this a long, long time ago. Look at those end pages. It's just punk awesomeness. Filled with portraits of Debbie. Filled with pictures of Debbie. There are so many surprising things in this book. I did the physical book and I consumed the audiobook. Because who doesn't love a good memoir when you're like folding clothes, right? Let's see if I can find some more. She includes a lot of fan art in here, but she talks about growing up. She talks about, look at that fan art. It's stunning. Stunning. Complete and utter icon. She talks about growing up. She talks about her experiences, talks about the band, talks about New York City, talks about her interactions with Andy Warhol, Iggy Pop, David Bowie, being on tour, going to Europe, her relationship with Chris Stein, her relationship with her other bandmates, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She ticks all the boxes, all the boxes. She has a very interesting chapter in the book towards the end called Opposable Thumbs. It's awesome. I mean, she really, really is like a national gift, and we need to bubble wrap her, I think. But Debbie Harry, Face It. If you love Blondie, if you love the decades of the 70s and 80s, then really this is completely for you. She talks about when the band got back together, started to record new music when they went on tour. I saw her a bunch of years ago, and she was fantastic. The whole band was fantastic. It was awesome. I'll read you the back. I was playing up the idea of being a very feminine woman while fronting a male rock band in a highly macho game. I was saying things in songs that female singers really didn't say back then. I wasn't submissive or begging him to come back. I was kicking his ass, kicking him out, kicking my own ass too. My Blondie character wasn't like an inflatable doll but with a dark, provocative, aggressive side. I was playing it up, yet I was very serious. Fantastic. Guys, I'm running out of room in the book nook. Like, I really need to do a video about reorganizing in here. I'm seriously running out. Oh, what did I give Debbie? I know I gave her 5 stars. Yes, I gave it 5 stars. Okay. Then we're getting to some horror mayhem. Don't worry, relax. Whalefall kind of falls under the horror category. It is, there's some horrific things that happen. So, we have that. Okay, then I was sent a review copy of A Puppet Scorned by Jaime Kort. This book is available on Amazon. It is the most interesting little horror book that I've ever read. It is a novella. It is dark. I understood it because I do understand knitting. If you are a crafter or a knitter, you will get a lot of the humor that's in it, but it's short. It's good. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, and it just talks about like a sock puppet and a sock puppet meeting another sock puppet, and then there's little sock puppets, and knitting is a whole thing. It's just different. If you're looking for something different, something fun, like I said, it's a quick read. It's only, a couple pages. It'll take you a little while, but you're going to finish it and you're going to be like, huh, okay, that was unique. So, yeah, check it out if you're looking for something different this horror mayhem. And that was A Puppet Scorned by Jaime Kort. All right, then I got into my little guy. I know it's not horror mayhem page capacity, but I don't care because he's cute. And I had to read him. So this book came in at 326 pages. It's Monstrilo. And yes, this is a demon from a famous painting, and the painting is credited in the jacket. Cover image detail from The Nightmare by Nicholas Abraham Abildgaard, 1743-1809. Yes, so the original artwork is credited. But look at, aww, he's so cute for horror mayhem. So this story is about a family. A mother and father grieve their son's passing. The son had health issues. The mother decides to take a piece of the son's lung and feed it. And if you feed it, it just might grow. So this is based on a story that she heard from her relative. And guess what? Her little escapade just may work and carries on throughout the book. So Monstrilo becomes a full-blown character. This was a buddy read that I did with Greg over at Another Bibliophile Reads. Now, he read this lickety-split. It took me a little while longer because, I don't have as much free time. It's not full-blown horror. Is it horrific? Yeah, there's some parts in it. Absolutely. It's not over the top. So if you're looking for just a little smidge of horror with a little demon, it's a good one. It's a good one. I gave it 5 stars. I did not want that book to end. I loved it. And I'm actually going to do a full review on this next, and that should be going up soon. Then I read Sleep Donation by Karen Russell. Sleep Donation by Karen Russell is science fiction. This was fun. Something completely different. So, funny enough, it takes place in my state sometime in the future. There's an insomnia crisis, and there are sleep donors that donate sleep. There is a toxin that gets passed. It was a bad donation that had nightmares in it. It talks about that. Very, very unique. So there's Baby A is a character in the book. Baby A is like a universal sleep donor. And then there's Donor Y. And Donor Y, unbeknownst to Donor Y, transmitted some nightmares. And nightmares can come through every day. watching the news, anything like that. So there was an infection going through the donation, which is handled really nice in this book. I enjoyed it, but I felt like something was missing. I don't know what it was. I felt like something was missing. Let me check my review and see what I said. Yeah, I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I wanted to love this book, but something was missing for me. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. Original concept, but something was lacking in the execution. Still recommended for any lover of science fiction, because it just may be me. I thought the concept was great. It talks about relationships. It talks about the whole process. There is a little scheme that is going on. So it has different layers, but something just didn't make it gel together for me. So Sleep Donation by Karen Russell, 3.5 stars from me. Okay, I wanted to get more into horror, so I pulled up. I got Cassandra Khaw's new book that I finished today. But before I got to that, I wanted to read a short story by her. And there was one available on Scribd, and it's called Don't Turn On the Lights. And Don't Turn On the Lights, it was a lot of fun. I gave that 5 stars. Filled with interesting prose and creepy atmosphere, this short story is devilishly good, perfect for horror mayhem. It literally was like, I don't know, 20 minutes or something like that, if that. Just perfect little snippet of some horror. Got me back on track with Cassandra Khaw. I did not like Nothing But Blackened Teeth. That was a meh book for me, and it just wasn't my jam. So I wanted to like reinvigorate myself with her. So this was perfect. And then I went to this. And this is The Salt Grows Heavy. And I received this in my Nightworms box this month. And this is, I actually put the sticker in here, everyone. Yep, I put the sticker in. It's a signed copy. Love Nightworms. I will put a link down below with a $5 coupon, not affiliated, if you want to check it out. This was luscious. This book was so good. I am not a fantasy person. I don't read a lot of fantasy. I think when I was younger, I probably was drawn to it, but not particularly in my later years. Like, I'm so old. You know what I mean. As an adult, I'm not really that much into fantasy. But this was amazing. Let me read you my review. Amazing, atmospheric, descriptive, lush, organic, and filled with some violent delights. This is quite a jam-packed little book, a blend of fantasy, folklore, and horror that reminds me of a dark fairy tale gone wrong. This one absolutely is worth a second read in the future. It's about a mermaid and her, is it plague doctor? I call them death doctors, but they wear the plague mask. And their journey. You may think you know how the fairy tale goes. A mermaid comes to shore and weds the prince, but what the fables forget is that mermaids have teeth. And now her daughters have devoured the kingdom and burned it to ashes. On the run, the mermaid is joined by a mysterious plague doctor with a darkness of their own. Deep in the eerie snow-crusted forest, the pair stumble upon a village of ageless children who thirst for blood and the 3 saints who control them. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. This is a very small book. It comes in at what? Like 105 pages. But man, it's good. It's good. Like I'm saying, it's so good that I want to read it again. I may read it again this weekend because I want it all to sink in. Now, I've talked to a lot of people who've read that book and they enjoyed it too. So I'm kind of back on the wagon with Cassandra. Yeah. Love everything about this book. The writing sucks you right in. Really, really good. If you're looking for something different. Yeah, Psycho I listened to today. This was an audio book that I did. And let me tell you, oh my gosh. The production is from 2014. The narrator was off the charts. Completely atmospheric. Captured all of the characters perfectly. Here's what I wrote. Fantastic, creepy, dramatic, suspenseful, and audiobook with a fabulous narrator from 2014 and narrated by William Hootkins. Simply amazing. It ticked all the boxes for the last book that I read today and makes me want to carry on with this series for sure. For sure. Absolutely loved it. So, those are the books that I read. Like 8, but there's some shorties in there, so don't freak out. And also, my Read What You Own challenge. I'm imploding. Yeah, I'm putting the brakes on it. I'm going to, I can't even say I'm gonna carry on through June because I'm not going to. So I think I'm gonna end it. Yeah. The library sale that I go to every year is coming up. It's going to be the first weekend in June. I cannot not go to that. And I'm not going to give myself another spring break. And originally, my goal was 25. And then being, a tough girl, I had to bump it up to 51 because that's how old I am. And I made it to, what did I make it to? I made it to 35. So I'm happy with that number. I'm bowing out. I'm done. I will do this again. I thought it was good. It was good for the winter. It was good, in the beginning, but I think it's just going on too long. And my problem is library books and, library books really, because I'm not gripped to reading stuff that's on my shelves. Not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm just not. I have to be in a mood, right? Mood readers unite. So, if this sucker starts up again in November, I will join in. I'll probably just start small and take it from there. I'm not doing, 100. I'm not probably even gonna do 50. Maybe I'll just do 25 again, and I'll be happy with that. That's all. I got nothing to prove to anybody but myself. So, I'm gonna toss in the towel. That's all right. It was fun. Oh, for the year, I'm 55 books in for my 76 book target. It's not really a goal. It's just, I had to stick a number in there, so I did. But yeah, 55 in for the year. And then for the Read What You Own challenge, 35 since November. So I'll take it. All right, that's all I got. Everyone, I hope you're doing well. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself so you can take care of others. I will see you in my next video, whether that be sooner or later. So until next time, everyone, goodbye for now.